What is up, guys? Welcome back to another unboxing video. For this one, we're going to be unboxing a new case that I got for the Steam Deck. It is the Dbrand Killswitch case. Now, I know there's probably already a ton of unboxing videos for this, but I kind of wanted to make my own. Yeah. I usually do these unboxing videos just for me, because I like to watch them after I upload them, but yeah, it's also for you guys to see what the product looks like and everything. But I just got it today, and obviously I had the shipping label on and everything, but I took that off for obvious reasons. So it came like this. It wasn't in any other packaging. It came like this, already packed up like this. There wasn't any exterior packaging. And the first thing that caught my eye was that this actually has a ton of writing on it, but it's very random. Like somewhere down here, like right here, it says Call of Duty right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Uh, right there. Like it says Call of Duty. It says Call of Duty, a video game franchise that capitalizes on the shooting of targets. Like it's just random stuff. Like in the middle here, I literally was just reading something like 10 minutes ago. Something in the middle right here was talking about lawyers and like something like they can't do something because it will be an issue of legal stuff. Says here instead get a screen protector right there. Like that's funny. And then somewhere on the top it was mentioning something like with Guatemala. I don't know what. Like right here. It actually says it right there, like along the Guatemalan coast, but and then like something above it, something above like on this edge right here was saying don't go to Guatemala or something like that. It was just very random. I would say the least. Very random. But it's kind of funny. Reminds me a lot of another package that I can't remember what it was, that it also came like this with a bunch of writing on it. But I can't remember what it was, but it was also from a big company. But yeah, this is my first Dbrand product. I have been looking. I've seen them before. They were featured on Linus Tech Tips videos as like a sponsor, but I never actually purchased anything from them. I think they specialized. I think they started off with cases. I'm not sure, but yeah, I was already looking at them before for cases, not cases, but for skins for my Steam Deck, which is actually right over here. That's currently on the Valve dock, which I will take it off and obviously put it on the case. But I was looking at Dbrand skins, like their wraps or whatever for the Steam Deck, and I was already also kind of looking for a case for protection on my Steam Deck. So it kind of just made sense because like if I get the Killswitch, they also give me a free skin from their lineup already for the Steam Deck. So it kind of just makes sense to get the case from them and then to also get a free skin that comes with it. And the skin that I chose was the Sea Breeze one. So out of all of them, that's the one I kind of liked the most. The other ones were kind of like weird colorways and I didn't like them. And I wanted to keep it low profile. I didn't want something that really popped or anything. So I never seen the Sea Breeze in person, so this is gonna be my first time. I'm hoping it's not too vibrant or anything. I kind of like my stuff stealthy. So yeah, let's get to it. Let's just take our trusty knife here, and then we'll just I think you could just peel this off, right? Can I just peel this off, or do I? Oh, I see. Okay, so yeah, let me just you know what, I'll just put a hole into the top here. There we go. Yeah, that's the easiest way. So there we go. And then we'll just kind of like take it out of the packaging right here. And there we go. And we got something in there. And then we also have another thing. I did get the travel the travel package made in Canada. I did not know that. Sorry about that, guys. It's getting my throat. It looks like the packaging here took a little bit of damage. It seems like, as you can see right there. Not sure why. But, oh, this is the dock adapter kit, and it seems like this doesn't fit the packaging either, because if I push it out like that, yeah. Unless it was supposed to be like this. I don't know. But anyways, I did get the dock adapter kit, because since I do have the official Valve dock, I won't be able to charge the Steam Deck with this case on. So I had to get the adapter kit, and I also did get the travel cover, because since I'm gonna be starting my first job pretty soon next week, I want to take my Steam Deck with me, and I want to put it in my backpack. And getting the travel cover would help with that. I could have just saved money on that and gotten the and just continue using the nylon cover on the Steam Deck official case, but I heard that the case for this Killswitch won't really fit on the inside the Steam Deck case, the official one from Valve, because I guess it's too thick. But some people, it's a bit of a mix. Some people say it does, some people don't. Some say it does, but it presses down on the thumbsticks, which I don't like. I don't want to break anything, so I decided not to go with the. I decided not to use the nylon. If I ever need to use that case, it would be with the kill switch off. But yeah, so, and plus I don't think it was that much more money to get the travel cover. But it did come with this in the package. Now that your product's arrived, you have two options: tag Dbrand on social media, flip over this card. Remember, we know where you live. That's funny. Their emails that they were sending me were really funny. Like, some of them were telling me, like, when the package arrived, it said your package has arrived. Remember to go outside and pick up to pick it up where your packages usually are. If you don't see it, make sure to ask your courier why they stole your package. Like, it's just really funny. But yeah, here is the card that they sent me right there. Let me see if it focuses. There we go. Yep. And on the back, it's got a QR code. We know where you live. We know where you live. It just repeats it all around. But yeah. Let me actually scan that code. I kind of want to see where it actually takes me. So it takes me in, let's see. It just takes me to a Dbrand website, which I'm not sure what this means, but like, you've likely been extorted. You've been successfully extorted. I don't know what that means, but that's very interesting. Yeah, okay. So as for everything else in the packaging, there's absolutely nothing in there, as you can see. So very nice. Let's get to it. So first, let's look at the adapter kit. Again, the packaging was a little bit damaged here, but hopefully the case has nothing wrong with it. Let's check it out. It's on this side. All right, so as you can see, there it is. Just kind of take it out. I like the packaging stuff. It's got some nice pictures, pretty cool. Now, it is basically just a USB adapter and something to put on the actual dock itself. I guess it lifts it higher or something like that. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's about it. It just goes right on the dock. And it fits it basically. And then here's the adapter. Kind of don't want to put pressure on it or anything, you know? It's a little bit hard to get out of the box right there, but I'm trying to, like, squeeze it out because I don't want to, like, break it, you know? Okay. I'll be right back, guys. Give me one sec. All right, guys, I got it out. So the trick was to not force it out, to just kind of like let it slide out. But yeah, we got it. So it is basically this little adapter right here. Let me see if the camera focuses on it. Basically that, yeah. So very nice. You just kind of put the cable into this, and then it just goes on like that. So that's about it. I will be testing it out on the when I have the case on and everything. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, let's continue with the rest of the unboxing. So just put that to the side. Now let's get to the actual case. So the case comes in this nice little picture, as you can see, of the Steam Deck itself, but with the case on. As you can see, the case is on. And on the side, there's nothing there, just the initials. It does say made in Canada, and then it just has a barcode, and then nothing on the back. Nice little preview of it as well back there. And then this is what it looks like of the Steam Deck on the back. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Very nice. So let's get opening. It just slides out. And then there we go. There we go. There's the travel cover. And then here are the skins. Very nice. Very nice. Very cool to see. I wonder if they added multiple, just in case like one doesn't like go on the way it should. So let's take it out. Got a little Dbrand cloth right here. Pretty cool. And they only added one. So if I mess up on this application, that's on me. But here is the skin. So you do get the track pads. And then, of course, the outline for the actual, the actual thumbsticks and buttons and everything. So that's nice. And here we go. Let's take the travel cover out. Now, this is a new camera angle, guys, by the way. So if it's not a good angle, do let me know. I'm trying different angles to see which ones look best. I usually don't do unboxing videos, so bear with me. This is a new thing for me. But yeah, here it is. Okay. And also the travel kit also comes with thumbsticks, so I'll be showing that as well. But it seems like it's just one of those little gel things that comes with it. I was like, what is that rattling in there? But yeah, here is the case. It actually comes with the cover already on. So pretty nice. Pretty nice. I wonder if it's just as easy as popping it out of there. Like, how do you take it out? Interesting. I guess I'll figure that out later. Here is the kickstand. It does come with a kickstand. If you're into that, I don't think I'm gonna be using that, but yeah, I think it's just you just twist and then it comes off like that. And there's also some writing in there. I don't know what that means. I read somewhere that it said fuck magnets. I don't know if that's actually what it means, but that's pretty funny if that's true. And it just tells you how to take it off. So very nice. Just take that out and we'll put it in here. It's in the case. So pretty nice kickstand. Very nice. Here is the case itself, but before we get into that, let's also show what else is in the box. I think I already showed you guys what this says right here. So I am trying to show it. There we go. It just says purchase, delivered, and install. Purchase, we knew you would. Delivered, you're welcome. Installed, there's only one correct way. And then dbrand.com/how, in case anybody has trouble installing it. So I'm actually going to watch that video so I know how this stuff comes on and off, since it's my first time using it. But here are the thumbsticks. I don't know how to install them, but I'll figure them out. They give you the LCD model and the OLED. I did not know that. That's actually new. That's pretty cool because, if you do have an LCD model, you have thumbsticks for it. So that's nice. And if you have an OLED, perfect. It's because they include both because they don't know what model you have, I believe. So they just give you both, which is pretty nice. So yeah, stick grips. Let's see what they look like. Here they are. Pretty nice. Here are the OLED ones right there. OLED, OLED. So I'm actually going to try them on now. In fact, I am going to put them on. I have my Steam Deck right over here on the official Valve dock, so I'm just going to unplug it real quick. And there we go. So let's see what they feel like. I don't know how these come on. I'm guessing you just pop them on like that. Is that how they come on? I have no idea. I'll be right back, guys. I'll figure this out myself. All right, guys. So I just did it. Wasn't really that difficult at all. You just had to kind of just put them over. But here are the thumbsticks on it. So that's what they look like. It actually kind of looks really nice. I like them a lot. I've just tried them, and they actually feel very nice. But the thing is, I don't like how they feel. I don't know how to describe it. They feel kind of like pointy. Like I can feel the individual like things kind of like poking at my skin, at my fingerprint. So that's the only thing I don't like. But I do like that they're a little bit more elevated and grippier, which is nice. But I just don't like that it's like I can feel the rubber. You know, it's not like smooth. It feels like little hairs, kind of like touching me, like touching my fingers. That's what they feel like. But it is nice. I'll give it a try. I'll try them on for a little bit and then see if I like them or not. But for now, yeah, I'll just leave them on. So let's just put the Steam Deck to the side and let's continue with the rest of the stuff. So we'll just put this back in its box like that, the way we found it. And let's get to the case itself. So here is the case. I'm guessing you just kind of like, I'm not sure how this comes on to comes off. Not exactly sure. Okay, guys, so after fiddling around with it, I just had to kind of be a little bit rough with it, just kind of pull it off. But here is the travel cover. This is what it looks like. It feels very protective, actually. It's like a hard plastic, so it feels like it'll protect it. I'll show it with what it looks like with the case on. But here is the actual case. It's pretty nice. Looks very, very premium. I like it. I like how it's like that's an interesting feeling. I don't know how to describe that. The size right here, like I like this part, the glossy, it's kind of grippy. But this part right here kind of feels like sand or like sandpaper to be more exact. That's an interesting feeling, but I don't know. I like that. I'm hoping that doesn't attract dust or anything. But here's what what it feels like in the hand. Obviously, I'm gonna put the deck in, but yeah, it's interesting. Before I do put the Steam Deck in, I'm going to apply the skins first. So I'm gonna be applying the skins to the Steam Deck right now. So bear with me while I go and do that. And then after that's done, then I'll put the case on and see how it is, because I don't know if it's going to be tough to get the case off. So I kind of want to make sure I do that after. And plus I want to show what it looks like with the skin on as well before I get the case. But before we do that, should I do, yeah, you know what? Let's do that too. You know what? No. Well, I was going to show you guys the adapter kit on the dock, but it's going to be much better if I have the case on, so I can show you that it does not fit on the dock unless I put the kit on. So, yeah, skin will be first, and I'll be right back. So, see you then, guys. All right, guys, I am back. I spent about maybe like 30 minutes installing the screen protector. I wanted to make sure I got it right, and I think I did a pretty decent job. This is what it looks like with my Seabreeze skin protector on. I didn't add the track pads because I think it looks sleeker and nicer with the black and the blue. So I left those off. I actually have them right here in case you guys want to check them out. So this is what they look like. But yeah, I'm sure they would look nice with them on, but I kind of prefer the black look over the, the all blue. So this is what it looks like. I did my best. There are some noticeable creases like on the corners. Let me see if I can get that to, yeah, like right there, as you can see, there's some crease right there, but it's only the edges that have them. So as you can see on this one, I do have some creases right there as well. Pretty unfortunate, but everything else looks fine. Right here, there's a crease right here, but it's not with the skin. It's kind of with the outline of the grip of the actual Steam Deck itself. So I don't know if you guys can see that. There's like this line right here. That's part of the Steam Deck itself because I saw that line when I was just before I put the skin on. But overall, I think it looks pretty good. This is the skin with the custom thumbsticks on. So looking pretty nice actually. I like it a lot. It adds a nice little look to it. So I'm very happy with it. But let's get towards the case itself. Now this is what you guys all been waiting for. Let's finally add the case. So I believe it just goes like, you just slide it in like this, like that, and then you kind of just like press down on the triggers to get that part over, and then you kind of have to you have to have some force into this. So I'm not trying to like break it either. I really try not to put force into anything unless it's absolutely necessary. So yeah, just like that, kind of just like lifting it up a little bit, and then get that up there first, the middle part first. Oh, there you go. That's already an issue. Trying to prevent that from happening. So, oh, yep, there it is. It's coming off it's taking the skin off, which I don't like at all. So, if I could just lift that part over, just like, oh shit, there we go. All right, there we go. Okay, so kind of just like that, but also not trying to get that on, get that off. All right, I think that's how it's supposed to look, like that. I think that's how it's supposed to look, right? I mean, I'm hoping it is. I'm really hoping that's how it's supposed to look. Otherwise, I am screwed. So get that over. Come on. There we go. Oh my god. I don't really think I'm doing this correctly. And I don't think I am because it's starting to... I'm trying to get like a grip on this thing. There we go. Just so when I lift it over the skin, it's not peeling it off. There we go. All right, I think that's good. I think it's on now. All right. I think it's on. I mean, it looks on. Kind of feels like it's not all the way on though. So let me just continue moving this up until it's fully up. There we go. All right, now, okay, now I think it's actually up. It just feels like this part, when I'm pressing the trigger, it kind of feels like the part of the deck, the skin is getting in the way. And now I feel like I pushed it too far up. Am I missing something here? Hold on, guys. Let me make another cut real quick. I'll be right back. All right, guys. So after some fiddling with it, I finally got it. Once again, it didn't take long at all. It took like maybe 2 minutes. I just wanted to make sure I got the cutouts correct, but it seems like it came out just fine. So as you can see, this is what the case looks like on. Here are the cutouts for everything. Everything seems to be just fine. I was a little bit worried when I was hitting the case when pressing the right bumpers, but it seems to be just fine. Triggers are perfectly fine. It's just this I'm touching this top part right here just a little bit when hitting the front bumpers. That's probably the only annoying little nitpick that I have, but it's honestly not that bad and it's hardly noticeable. And it feels really nice in the hand and it feels really grippy too. Like I feel like I can play this and my hands would not like get sweaty or anything because that was an issue with the normal Steam Deck. My hands would get not super sweaty, but after like maybe an hour or if I'm playing like in a hot environment, like a really bright room like this, my hands will kind of feel a little bit slippery. So far, I'm not feeling that right now. I feel pretty good, and the custom thumb grips do feel nice. So I'm using the whole package: uh, skin, case, thumbsticks. The only thing I'm not using is the kickstand. But the cool thing about this kickstand is that it actually can store SD cards in it. So if you wanted to have SD cards, you could put up to 4 in here, and it's pretty easy to put in. You just kind of slide them in and if you want to take them out, they do lock in place when you slide them in, so that's nice. If you do want to take them out, you just kind of, if you have a fingernail, you just kind of like press down on it and then pull them out. But if you don't, you can just pull on this latch right here. So as you can see, you have like an arrow pointing in this direction. You just kind of push and you kind of just push this little lever to this direction and then they fall out. So that's pretty nice. And if you want to reattach it, you just do this. So as you can see, there's a man. This it makes it a lot bigger with the case on the Steam Deck. When you add this case on, it does make the Steam Deck a lot bigger. But yeah. So as you can see, there's a hole right here. You just kind of line it up with this hole right there. As you can see right there, there it is. Just kind of line it up like that, like that. There you go. See, and then you just kind of there you go. Now it's locked in place. So that's pretty nice. And just like that, you have the kickstand back on. And if you want, you could use the kickstand. I don't think I'll ever be using this. But it's nice to have, I guess. So if you wanted to, you could just kind of play like that. But I've never once played like this. I just like to hold my deck. So, but that is a nice little feature if you're into that. I'm not. I will be testing the original valve case now for anybody that wants to see if it fits or not in real time. So I'll get my valve case over here. Here it is. So we have it right here. This is the OLED case that came with the Steam Deck. So let's see if it fits. It's obviously not going to fit with the kickstand. So we'll just take that out. Just kind of twist and then it comes out. That. Let's kind of open this. Like that. There we go. And here, let's try it out and see if it fits or not. So the moment of truth for people that were wondering, including me, let's see. Very bulky in the case. It doesn't feel snug anymore as it did without the case. Let's see. And it does not. So for people wondering, it does not fit. As you can see, I'm trying to push it down, but I can't, and it's pressing on the thumbsticks. I don't know if you can hear that, but check this out. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that, but it's pressing on the thumbsticks, so I cannot physically close it. It's putting pressure on the thumbsticks, so this does not fit in the original case. It does not. And I don't know if that's because I removed the nylon before and I just maybe haven't put it back in correctly. I've tried putting the nylon case back in the correct way, but it just doesn't fit snug anymore as it did when the Steam Deck first arrived. So that is unfortunate, but yeah, it maybe I'll be able to get it back in correctly one day. But it just at this point it doesn't seem like it is. So we'll just close that back up. And yeah, we'll put this aside. So I'm currently using the Tomtow case. I did order a Tomtow case from Amazon, so we'll try that out now. Here is the Tomtow case. I ordered this on Amazon just in case I've ever decide to go out somewhere, like to travel or something. I want to be able to have a case that I can just put this in. I wasn't really a fan of the Steam Deck original case. It was nice to have, but for long distance places, it's not. I would have to carry it from the strap all the time, and I don't like that. So I got the Tomtow case. Here it is. This is apparently able to fit the Killswitch. Let's try it out. So we'll just grab our Killswitch here with the case on, our Steam Deck with the Killswitch on, not our Killswitch. But yeah, let's see. It is much bigger to get inside, so you have to use two hands. But yeah, it fits. There it is. As you guys can see, it fits, and you still have some clearance for the thumbsticks right there. So that's nice to see. And that's with the custom thumbsticks too. With the regular thumbsticks, it's a lot slimmer, so you have more room. So that's very nice, and you just put the strap on, and there you go. Easy as that, and then just like that. There you go, perfect fit. So that's nice to see. It takes getting used to it to get out of there. It is gonna take some getting used to, and because like the Steam Deck was already a pretty big device. Now with the case on, it feels much bigger and thicker. So that's not really. I'm not. That's one of my biggest downsides already with the case. But it is what it is. It's just one of those things that you're gonna have to live with. I wanted protection, so I'm gonna have to sacrifice a little bit of comfort for that. But yeah, so like I was mentioning, yeah. Sorry for the weird cut there. If I wanted to have some protection, I'm gonna have to probably invest in a thick case. Now, I did go back and forth between other cases. I believe the other competitors were JSOX and Skull and Co. I did go back and forth with those two cases, but I ended up with the Killswitch from Dbrand because I heard a lot of good things from Dbrand, and I heard a lot of good things of the Killswitch. It has very good protection. It feels good, so I ended up going with them. Plus, they are well known. Not saying that JSOX or Skull and Co are not, especially Skull and Co. I mean, I've known them since I was like 10 years old, man, like 8 years old, maybe even younger. Like, they have been around a long time. I used to buy their earbuds, their wired earbuds, because I thought they looked cool with the skull icon on it. So I'm very familiar with them. But ultimately, I went back to the Killswitch. So yeah, I went back between the Skull and Co and JSOX, but I ended up with the Killswitch. So a couple of things I've already liked so far. I like how grippy it is. It feels nice. I'm not sure how I feel about the sand feel of these sides, but I'm sure I'll get used to it in time. It just kind of feels weird in my end, but it is what it is. Thumbsticks feel nice. I actually kind of like them, so I'll probably leave them on for a bit and see how they feel when I'm playing my games. I just don't like that they have like that pointy feel. It kind of feels like I'm a hair or something is touching me on my skin. So I wish it was smooth, like really smooth, like the normal thumbsticks on the Steam Deck. When like the middle part, how smooth it is and flat. Yeah, I wish these were flat too instead of like these weird textured lines or whatever. But probably hopefully I'll get used to that. The skin looks really nice. I like how the skin looks. Again, I did not put the trackpad skins on because I just think it looks a little bit nicer without them. I'm not really a fan of the all blue, so I kind of like that it's blue and black like this. But overall, yeah, it's really nice that it came with the thumbsticks and the skin without charge, so that's pretty cool. At least I think it did. You guys could correct me on that, but I'm pretty sure it came with the thumbsticks and skin without charging extra. Because I picked the travel kit that comes with the travel cover. So, and speaking of the travel cover, let's test it out. So apparently, I believe it goes on like that, and then you kind of just supposed to lift this over like that. Just there we go. And just like that it comes on. And it looks very protected. So I could literally just put this in a bag, which is pretty nice already. So I could just plop that on and I won't have to worry about it being damaged. I could just put this on, just drop it in a case, and then I'll be able to just take the travel cover off and continue playing. But yeah, it's very nice like I said, it's a hard plastic at the beginning of the video. Like that. So that's pretty nice. This is what the cutouts look like of the case on. Got some textured feels right there. I kind of like those lines, these glossy lines, pretty nice. Pretty nice. Oh, and it covers the thumbsticks and the bumpers too. That's a really nice touch. Like that a lot. That's how you know it's protected. I'm not sure about this gap here though, but it could be wrong. Maybe I did something wrong there, but this gap feels kind of weird. So as you can see, yeah, there's like a gap right. It's not as big on camera, but I can see it in person. It's kind of weird. But it looks small on camera, but I can tell you it's bigger in person. But yeah, it looks really good on it. And I think as simple as removing, you just kind of lift this up. Like that. And then it just comes off like that. Oop, I kind of put it back on. Sorry. Let's see. Kind of don't want to like break anything or something, you know? There we go. So you kind of just got to put some pressure on it. I hope down the road I don't break that by doing that. It does seem like it's more work to put this thing on and take it off. So I'm not really happy about that, but it's a lot more work than if I would have just put it in the line-on case and just zip it down. But I have a case on the deck now, so it's not gonna fit in the not line-on case, and I want to be able to just slide this in my bag without damaging the Steam Deck. So I'm gonna have to use the travel cover to just put it and take it off. So again, sacrifices, but overall I'm very happy with the case. Again, it feels very nice, very premium. Definitely worth it. And as always, yeah, I did not forget. Let's try the dock adapter kit. So here is my official Valve dock. As you can see right here, it is not going to fit the case on. So see that? It's just yeah, it just doesn't like it doesn't stay in place at all. As you can see, like it doesn't fit. Let me see if I can get a better angle. Like it's hard, kind of hard to show the angle, but it doesn't fit. So let's get the adapter kit right here. So I believe to install this, you just kind of just goes like this, I guess, right? Like that. Yeah, I guess so. That looks like a perfect fit. Just like that. I haven't done a. Oh wait, I gotta push it down a little more. Hold on. Yeah, I haven't. Okay, there we go. So I haven't done a review on the Valve dock, but I love it. It was very nice having this cable on here that you just plop over and charge, and it's I like that it's a charger, but you can also use it as like a way to connect to the PC. So I will be using that in the future, just not yet. But it is nice that I can just take it, unplug the power from where I have in the corner there, and just plug it over here into another power. Because I don't really want to take my power cable out from the corner there. I have it set up, and it looks neat. So that's nice. I could just unplug it there, put it over here, and plug it into my computer and work off the Steam Deck, which is pretty cool. Those have a bunch of, outlets here, not outlets, ports, DisplayPort, HDMI, USB-C, Ethernet, and 3 USB ports. So pretty cool. But that's the dock adapter. Now, of course, we did not forget about the cable, because now that it fits on here, as you can see, now that fits actually. So as you can see, look at that. And then you can push it back, and then it goes forward. It actually stays like that. But there you go. Pretty nice. Let's see. And what's cool about it is that without the on the regular dock, you were able to slide the Steam Deck back and forth like to the side because it fits so easily. But now with the dock adapter, there's only one way to have it in, and that's the way you can feel it slide into place because of this little hole right there lines up with this middle hole right here. And then these other three right here, these other two right here go into these little corners right here. So it kind of slides into place. So I think that's really nice. So now, as you can see, it doesn't slide anymore. There's only one way it goes in, which I like a lot, because I didn't like that on the regular dock where I put my Steam Deck on, it would still slide around. So I was, at one point maybe it slides out of the dock. So it's kind of nice. I could just put it there, and then it just it sticks inside into that hole. And now, as you can see, it doesn't move around, and it just stays in place. So that's actually really cool. But now if I try to charge it, as you can see, it won't fit inside it, because now there's not enough room for the charger to reach in. You see that? Not enough room to charge. So what you do now is that now you have this little dock adapter. So you just push that in there like that. You see, now it's snug in place, and then you just charge it like this. And then now my white light has come on. I did it. Let me see something. Oh, I'm an idiot. I just realized I don't have the power plugged in, so I was like wondering why the light wasn't turning on. Yeah, I don't have the power plugged in, so that's why. I can't believe I was actually wondering why it wasn't turning on. But yeah, so that's how it is. As you can see, like that, guys, it works perfectly. I love it. I'm not a fan of how much it sticks out. I liked how sleek the cable was before I had the case on. The dock cable charger, the charging cable on the dock was like, it was snug in, you know, it was like stealthy and like sleek, and like it didn't even look like it was in the Steam Deck when you were charging it. It like it was almost blended in, and that's what I really liked. It was like sleek and it was like flat almost, you know. Now that's not the case with this dock adapter. As you can see, it's sticking out, so I'm not really a fan of that. But you can kind of just like remove that. I liked how easy it was to take the cable out. Now it kind of requires a little bit more force. Um, but you know, it is what it is. So you kind of just do that and then take that out and you grab the cable like that, just like that. So I believe that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Once again, I know this was a long one. I do apologize about that, but I like to get everything, as much information as I can out of it. And there was a lot of stuff that I got in this bundle, so I made sure to get everything out. Very nice kit. I'm very happy with it. I think I got all the essentials that I needed, to be honest. I got the skin that I was wanting to get on the Steam Deck, which came with the case. That's nice. Thumbsticks, didn't really think I needed, but it came with it, and so far I'm kind of liking it, so that's nice. I won't be using the kickstand because I don't think I need it, but it's nice to have. It's nice to know that you can hold SSD cartridges in this, so pretty cool feature. Like that, you can hold up to 4, so that's nice. Dock adapter kit was needed. Glad I got it because it was not coming with the case, but I was able to add it on for an extra $10. Very much needed because the case was not going to be able to fit on the dock without it. And the travel cover, much needed as well. Needed some protection to put in my backpack when I take this out. So all in all, I love it. So far the case is nice. I may do a long-term review on it down the line. And for the Steam Deck itself, I will be doing a long-term review after as well, maybe in a couple of weeks or days. I'm not sure yet. I've had the Steam Deck already for a few weeks, so I may do like a 3-week review or something like that, or maybe I'll wait longer and do like a 3-month review. I'm not sure. But so far, liking it, loving it. That video will be coming out eventually, but for this one was just about the case, and I gotta tell you, love it. The skin looks really nice as well. Very happy with it. But yeah, guys, thank you all so much for watching. As always, thank you guys for tuning into the videos and for watching. I know this is an evolved channel, but I'd like to also change it up a bit so it's not bland and boring. You know, I like to change it up, maybe add some unboxing videos. I just started unboxing, so that's cool. But I also like to change it up and maybe play some other games. So this was something different. I hope you guys didn't mind seeing it. But yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching. As always, thank you guys for sticking around, and make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Later. And this is, by the way, guys, before I leave right there, I know I just said I was going to leave, but before I leave, I also customized the Steam Deck a little bit and added some different stuff. This is what it looks like now. I did emulate and add some games onto here, so as you can see, New Super Mario Brothers. Please don't sue me, Nintendo. I'm sorry, but I really wanted to replay this game, and I still have my 3DS in my other room, but didn't really want to go through the work of using it, so I installed it on here, and I gotta tell you, I'm loving it so far. Have some emulated games and some games that I'm playing from my backlog. Been playing FNAF Into the Pit, liking it a lot, and a little bit of Dark Souls 3 on here. But yeah, and I also been replaying Elden Ring on the deck, which is actually a very good experience so far. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.